We have with us Emmanuel Sgherri, the sales director of Exail with us at ADIPEC, speaking to Ocean Energy Magazine. Emmanuel, welcome to the show.
Thank you for your invitation, Abdulaziz.
Can you start by telling us what you do?
Yes, so Exail is very well known in the area. You know, we have been in the area for the last 20 years. We merged recently with another French company called Exail. So the name of the group now is called Exail. And today here we are exhibiting, what we know best. It's a navigation system based on fiber optical gyro technology, acoustic positioning system. So this is used to position drones, ROVs, AUVs underwater, seafloor mapping instruments, sonars mainly. And also we have introduced a new drone, USV, unmanned surface vessel, which is the big thing this year.
Okay, so we'll go into detail about the USV, but firstly about ADIPEC. How long have you been coming to ADIPEC?
As far as I remember, we started to come in 2005, and we came every year, every ADIPEC since then.
And what are you showcasing this year?
So this year we are showcasing different things. You know, we are showcasing acoustic positioning system, which is here. A very innovative INS and DVL for ROV for positioning. And of course, the USV, unmanned surface vessel, which is a new tool for seafloor mapping for the hydrographic industry and for the offshore industry at large.
Okay, you have that on the...
Yes. So what is the RIX USV? You know, unmanned surface vessel.
Okay.
And actually, you know, it is like a vessel which is mapping the seabed faster, in a greener, faster, greener, and safer than any normal vessel.
So you just provide the technology to the surveyors?
We design and manufacture the systems, and we sell them to operators, to survey companies, to hydrographic offices, and rental companies.
Okay, so, and if you could elaborate a bit more on the advantages of your USV.
Yes, okay. In few words, you know, a vessel, a hydrographic vessel is mapping the seabed with sonars, different types of sonars.
Okay.
So it requires, you know, a lot of energy. You know, vessels are using a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Here you have a very, very hydrodynamic design. So first, it's wave piercing. We are saving a lot of fuel, you know, in terms of navigation. In terms of stability, you have, a vertical axis. On top of the mast, you have cameras, LiDAR, GPS, data transmission. And underwater, you have a gondola, like a keel, you know, for a sailing boat. And in the keel, you have various types of instruments, like multi-beam echo sounder, different types of sonars, etc., which make the seafloor map. So the big interest, of course, is to do this faster and in a safer way, because it can go in icy states. You know, there is no risk for the personnel.
Okay.
And one of the policy of ADNOC, for example, is droneization.
Yeah.
So we are fully in this scope and offering this system at sea.
Since this is an unmanned vessel, how far can you man them?
So that's an excellent question, because we can do it visually, of course. We can do it in 4G, 5G. We can use maritime broadband radio. So this is about 10, 15, 20 kilometers. But also we are a specialist of what we call over the horizon, which means like satellites. So really you can operate, you know, for example, from Abu Dhabi onshore center, data center, and your RIX is doing the survey in the Gulf, and you get the data in real time by satellite onshore at the data center office in the city.
Okay.
Or on the survey vessel, on the big vessel at sea, or in an island in the Gulf.
Okay, and I've also heard that you operate drones as well. Is that true?
That is a drone.
That's a drone.
Yeah, that is the drone.
Exactly.
RIX means Exail drone.
Exail drone. So the drones that we see in the air, now you have drones.
You know, droneization is a massive movement worldwide. So you have a lot of manufacturers for airborne drones that everybody knows because it can carry light cameras, etc.
Yes.
You have also drones underwater, like submarines, with sensors, sonars, doing things. And the last generation is surface drones, because it looks more simple, but actually it's more complex, because you have to cater with the navigation and the regulation, with all the vessels circulating on the surface.
Okay. And have you had any inquiries for these products and services of yours?
Yes, of course. I mean, we receive inquiries all year long. We are covering all the area.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, ADIPEC is a fantastic place to accelerate, the offers, the decisions, new requests for the future. So yes, definitely we have a lot of things. And especially this year, we had questions regarding seafloor mapping with the drone, but also acoustic positioning, and in relation with dynamic positioning systems. All these big vessels which need to stay in place without anchoring themselves.
Mm-hmm.
We are working with DP systems, and we are offering these solutions together with the DP systems.
Okay.
That's a big thing for this year.
Okay, so these are the places where you have supplied the anywhere else in the region?
Well, yes, we have inquiries, especially this year from at ADIPEC, with Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Egypt, and Bahrain.
Okay, cool. That's great. My last question is going to be about the sustainability alignment of your company with that of the UAE and the region.
Yes. I must say that when I saw the motto of ADIPEC this year, decarbonizing faster together, I was really very happy, because obviously, this is something we have in mind as a company, and especially for the drone. As I said in the beginnings, when we say greener, faster, safer, it's not only a motto. For example, this vehicle, this USV, consumes 90% less fuel than the equivalent survey vessel. So if you use this vessel over months, or years, you save tons and tons of fuel, and in the end, it's improving. That's why we call it greener. It's a real fact, and it's proven by the comparisons with survey vessels.
What is the power source of these vehicles?
Power source is just a small engine, and because it is very hydrodynamic, it requires much less energy than a normal vessel.
Okay, that's good to know. I want to know the surface area that the vessel can cover, and when surveying, how much area can it cover?
Okay, the autonomy, is 4 to 8 days, but typically it's done to survey various types of things. You can do route surveys, route to install a pipeline or cable route survey. You can do surveys of channels, but you can do also site surveys for dredging. You can do a site survey for installing artificial islands, jack-up rigs, whatever. And also, especially, it's a mapping tool. So if you want to map, for example, the exclusive economical zone of a country or a large area, this is the ideal tool.
Subsea cabling is also part of it, right?
You will see exactly like an airborne aircraft. You will see everything. You can use the data for agriculture, for roads, for town planning. It is the same with this drone. All the data, you have a map, and you see, you just look at what you are interested in. If you are in offshore industry, pipeline and cables and offshore platforms. If you are in ecology or habitat mapping, to know which areas should be preserved, for fish, for bioresource, for coral, and also last but not least, to have a general map of your country is really a must for any country in the world with a sea, with an exclusive economic zone.
And we can generate 3D images from these, the information that we receive through these vehicles to...
It comes, yes, 3D is coming from the sensors, so you have 3D, you have 2D, you have like real observation systems. Each sensor has its beauty or its speciality.
Emmanuel, what feature do you see for unmanned surface vessels in the Gulf?
Well, I see a very bright future. Obviously, one of the reasons for which unmanned surface vessel have a huge future in the Gulf is that it's one of the few places in the world where you have very shallow water. You know, the deepest point of the Gulf is 85 meters. And actually, with this type of equipment, you can cover, I would say, 100% between brackets, of course, of the Gulf with this tool.
Okay.
It means you can go to the very shallow water areas and the deepest point of the Gulf. And you have 6 countries on the GCC side, and all these countries can use this, and they will have a fantastic tool to make the map of their underwater surface. EEZ.
I understand. Yeah. Emmanuel, do you have any direct use we are currently operating in the Gulf?
Yes, actually, we have delivered in Saudi Arabia this year this type of DRIX USV in Saudi Arabia on a Manifa field. So she's actually doing the surveys together with an international survey company called Guardian Geomatics. We also have been lucky. We are participating to Digital Horizon. This is an exercise which is conducted by the US Navy in Bahrain. And of course, in this field, they are more on the defense side, and they are, testing our system. Using our system, to qualify sensors at the top of the mast and on the keel. So sonars and sensors. So it's daylight camera, night cameras, LiDARs, different types of sonars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. About the data, is the data sent real time to the user?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
So the data are transmitted from the top of the mast to the control center, wherever it is. So the control center, as I said before, can be onshore, on an island, on a vessel around, collecting the data from different DRIX at the same time. It was really a pleasure, and I hope we will have stories to tell in the future.